Hi everybody, it's Bonkai922. Okay. Yesterday the fairy tale chapter came out. So this is a day later. Because that chapter was just... woo! And pretty much mostly everyone's seen the chapter, so they know what I am talking about. Okay, we got the first page, they're explaining the rules again. Come on. Explain the rules? Really? King of Lightning said, in his review, that Lucy got 0 points. Now, if you read the beginning, they explain the rules. It says that the 5-minute rule, if within 5 minutes one of the two leave the sphere, that person will be given the least points. Doesn't say they will be given any points, the least points. Very confusing. But anyway, moving right along. This chapter was... should I go with the word brutal? I think I should. Now, look at the beginning, day 4, and basically the name... what was the name of this game? I forgot the name of this game that they're doing in... Naval Battle. Yes, Naval Battle. Basically what the story is it's a sphere of water. Now, the people in the match, and I'll go and tell you right now, Lamia, Skell, Shelia, okay? They're all wearing bathing suits, so it's like, Lamia, Skell, Shelia, Blue Pegasus, Jenny, Mermaid Heels was Reslia, I can't even say her name, and Juvia from Fairy Tale B. Now, here's the thing. I personally want to agree on some people on the fact that Juvia, and I don't want to spoil anything, should have won this. She should have won this. She should have. And of course, Minerva. Got her buns. She looks like Chun-Li. I think that's why I like her. She looks a little bit like Chun-Li in a way. Has arrived, and you got Sabretooth Minerva, and of course, Lucy. Now, and she's like saying, I can't lose either. I'm going to have to make up for the first day. Shame. And I have to laugh because Hero, I question what his motives are in the end of this chapter. I really do. Now, moving right along, we got, this says, Lucy, do your best. She's got Aquarius, blah, blah, blah. Natsu and, Gray are saying this. And they're all in bathing suits. And then we got Quattro Puppy Rocker. It's like not even he's surrounded by girls. I mean, ugh. But anyway, moving right along. Right off the bat, Lucy summons Aquarius. Seeing as how she thinks she's going to do it, Aquarius. And then Juvia's there saying, I won't let you, Water Cyclone. Juvia, like I said before, Juvia is in her element. Okay? And you see it, scene with Minerva. Minerva. That's all I'm going to say. Okay, moving right along, we see that Juvia's bringing about Cyclone. She takes out, and she calls it Sea Ring Love. She's like, they kick out Chacho Puppy member Rocker. He's like, not even a choice. Shelia was doing some good moves in this chapter. Pretty interesting. She's using her sky. And I found that very interesting. She fought yesterday, and she's already in the battle board, the competition portion. That was back to back for Shelia. I was impressed, but she heals quickly, so it really doesn't matter. So anyway, she's trying to attack the one from Mermaid Heel. She shrinks, gets skinny, going faster skinny. Then at that point, Aquarius decides to go. Aquarius, she says, "Oh, I have a date." Oh, wait a minute. And then Juvia says, you're open. And at this point, Lucy should be out. But she brings out Virgo and Aries. And I'm like, okay. So, Aries use her fluffiness to stop her from going out of the ring. Okay, out of the sphere. Okay, continues where, you know, and then, you know, Juvia's there, and she's ready to just, against her in the water, boom! And she says, go forward, wings of love, grace of love. I'm like, oh God, give me a break. Seriously? So, she does it. She knocks out 3 people. 3. Jenny, the one from Mermaid Heel, Jenny from Blue Pegasus, the one from Mermaid Heel, and Shelia. She's in her element. And when this happened, I looked at Minerva in this page, and she was doing this. So I think this, what her powers are, I believe it's energy. That's what I believe it to be. It's energy that she manipulates. That she's able to manipulate and can make a shield out of it, can use it to transport things. I think that's what it is. You know, Lucy saying, hang on, you know, incredible, Juvia throw 3 people, you know, and stuff. And it's like, after that, she's like, did you get hot for watching Juvia Graves? And I'm like, Juvia, get your head in the game. I'm going to partially agree with King of Lightning here. Get your head in the game. And she's like, she's disgusted. And then Lucy says, Juvia! And freaking God, Jill's like that. He's like, that idiot. But she ranked 3, and that's 6 points. Now, we got Sabretooth looking on. We also get okay, Rogue was in this chapter. Very slow. It was 1 clip of him. And we see, you know, Sabretooth's there, and they're talking about, you know, she's quite the devil, and there's only 2 left. Now, 5-minute mark. This comes to the point where I have to say this one thing. The next, let's see. We'll say 9 pages. Nothing but brutal. Brutal. Next 9 pages were completely brutal. Completely. And they begin the match, and out of she just decides to use a Minerva. I believe it's energy what she's using, and she's like saying, "Oh, I could throw you out of the water in a flash." However, that wouldn't be very satisfying. Let's see how long you last, Fairy Tale. What's this? And she gets blasted. Now, Ursa says heat in the water. I don't think that's what that is. It's energy. King of Lightning was saying, like, Ki from Dragon Ball Z. I'm going to say pure energy here. I'm going to say pure energy that explodes, but she says it felt so heavy, like lead. And she steals her keys, and then she begins to... She says, oh, wait, that's right, okay. My correction. It says on the bottom here, Lucy, at this rate, you're going to fall out of the water and drop to last place. So obviously she gets no points. Okay, so I take back what I said. Okay, so she gets thrown, but then she gets thrown back. And she's not going to take any of her attacks, and so on and so forth. That's why I can't give up. And then it's like saying that Minerva stopped her attacks. And then she decides to go psycho! Okay! Psycho! This scene with Minerva on page 18 is like, holy shit! Like, psycho bitch. Literally. Psychotic. And I believe she doesn't show what she said. Well, it's just her bubbles. And then she gets blasted, Lucy. Again, Lucy gets blasted. Do you think we're the number one in the world? We are Sabretooth. And then she gets blown. That's right. She got trapped into a bubble of the energy. She disappeared. She was heading at full speed. I don't think anyone noticed this. Minerva kicked her, kneed her in the side. Bring her back in. And then God just like saying she did it to torture her. The match is already over, isn't it? And then Natsu's screaming, stop it. And there's Sting! There is that motherfucker. I'm going to go on a little rant here. I'm sorry, but I need to say this. To the people who keep telling me, why do you hate Sting so much? He hasn't done anything. He hasn't shown his powers. He hasn't fought anybody. In that picture of Sting, Orga, and Rufus. Rufus, he can spot. Orga, he can do that. Because they fought. Sting hasn't fought yet. Hey, Sting, guess who you're going to fight? Yeah, your long-awaited match with Natsu. I hope you're ready. Because Natsu is going to pave you into the fucking pavement. I don't want to say this, but just his smirk alone makes me want to say, you haven't done anything. We haven't seen him use his magic. So what does he do? He's smirking. And what is Natsu and everyone else is doing? They got the evil eyes. This is Sabretooth. And then Lucy comes, and then we get a scene, obviously, of Minerva laughing, and then, what's his face? Accordius! He says, have her stop. She's going to destroy the Celestial Wizard. So, stop the match. It's like, oh, yeah, stop the match. And Lucy's bleeding from the mouth. It looks like blood, which, you know, in the anime we don't see blood, but in the manga we do. I found it very, very interesting. The referee says, stop. And she's holding onto her throat, and she's bleeding a little bit around here, and she's got bruises and stuff. Match has ended. Victor's Sabretooth's is Minerva, Sabretooth's power. After losing heart from the cruelty earlier, what will they do? Up until now, never has such anger swooped down upon Fairytooth. Lucy has stopped moving for a while. Is she okay? And once again, there's Sting laughing. Let me tell you something. I don't think I've hated anyone more than I've hated Sting. And the next chapter is to be called I'm Only Thinking of One. And we see Natsu saying, Lucy, get the medics, it's an emergency. And he's laughing. He's laughing. Like he thinks it's a big fucking joke. Alright. Okay. And we saw Rogue's face in this chapter, and his face is very stoic. Like almost like, I want to just bring this up, because I was talking to somebody else. What if Rogue quits Sabretooth? So, that's what I'm going to bring up. But that's the chapter, 4 out of 5. Thoughts? What is Hero thinking when... I want to know, specifically, because I'm thinking about this. I've been thinking about this a lot. We had the situation with Yukina, when she was kicked out of Sabretooth, okay? Now, there's that situation. And we saw, you know, her embarrassed and everything, and so on and so forth. Then there was the situation, now, with Lucy. And we saw that she was very, very brutalized. Just brutalized. It's one of those things where you're like, and she's grabbing her by her throat. So this is not, and he's laughing. But once again, I bring up the point, Lucy. Like, why is it that she's getting beaten up so badly? I think there's an underlying message here. There is. I think Hero's making it so that Lucy doesn't win this tournament. He's making it that Lucy is beat up a lot of times because she supposedly is going to be sacrificed. At least that's what I think. That's my point of view, I believe. But, and one person was asking me if she dies. That I don't know. That I think is too much. I don't think Lucy's gonna die. She's more or less the main character of the story. Now I want to take my attention to this motherfucker who keeps laughing. Sting? Big mistake. Big mistake. I'm telling you right now, it's a big fucking mistake. Bonkai 922 is saying it right now. Big mistake, Sting. It's a big mistake. I'm telling you right now. You're laughing your ass off. I'm telling you right now. If Natsu goes completely berserk when he fights Sting and beats him up so badly, that he's hospitalized, he has only himself to blame. And the reason why I don't like Sting is because, like I said, we haven't seen him fight. We haven't seen him fight. That's my 411. As far as matchups are concerned, I'm thinking about doing another video to discuss the matchups for the battle tournament, because the battle session. Where this goes, who knows? Obviously, you know. And here's the thing about Lucy. I think this is the worst. That she's been brutalized. And, you know, I once again bring up the point, why is Hero going this route? Because it leaves me to believe that there's an underlying meaning. That because she's being sacrificed, she might even die? Because remember, go back to later on beforehand when, you know, Charlotte had those visions. And you had, Levy writing a letter, supposedly to Lucy. So something big is going to go down. Something big. Whether Lucy dies, or she gets through the portal, or she's sacrificed. Something is going to go down that concerns Lucy. I don't know what it is, but it's going to be huge. I can tell you right now, with the Eclipse plan. Minerva was psychotic. Like, holy shit. You know? Now, like I said, I think I'm going to do one more video after this to discuss opponents for Day 4. For Fairy Tail and Labor, because we all know they're going to fight in this day. It's no question. It's not even, you don't even ponder it. It's going to happen. But 4 out of 5. It was good. Juvia should have won. I'm going to agree on this. Juvia should have won because Lucy was obviously brutalized to the point of being brutalized. And to the point where you have to say, fuck you, Sabretooth. And when I say fuck you, Sabretooth, I mean go to hell, Sting. You're laughing like an idiot. It's a good saying. Too cocky. There's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. He's arrogant now. It's time to put him down a peg. So, this has been Bonkai 922. Good chapter of Fairy Tail. It was just like, holy shit, you know, Minerva. You know, that's all I'm going to say is Minerva. It's like, come on. Wow, 19 minutes. But it was really brutal. We'll see what happens next week. I've got a funny suspicion Natsu's going to fight Sting. There's no question. And if it's tag teams, maybe Sting. I'll talk about that later. It's Bonkai 922. Juvia. Get your head out of the clouds, man! You should have won this! That's all I'm going to say. And Minerva's boss. See you guys later.